Good evening and welcome to everyone. You join us for this T20 match between the Delhi Demons and the Mumbai Triumph. I'm Mike Atherton, and next to me in the commentary position is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy and the irrepressible David Gower.
Well, thanks, Athers, for such a glowing introduction. Easy decision for the captain to bat first. Everything points to a tough time for the bowlers. There should be plenty of runs to be had.
Players look ready. The umpires are in position for the first ball. The bowlers will want to focus on their line and lengths and let the ball do the rest. A real beauty, just times it so well.
And with that, they're off the mark.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
There'll be runs here.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Nice shot, runs possible.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Patel did very nicely out there on the boundary. Trouble. Yeah! Oh, gone.
It's the wicket they so desperately wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could get going.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. There'll be one run here for them.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Waiting. Can't get that outside the ring field. End of the over. 11 runs coming from it. The Indians are 11 for 1. Going with pace now.
Decisive running might have got them to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running. Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yes. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Waiting. Keeper!
Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work really, just to nudge it down towards third.
The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building. Misses everything.
Nice bowling.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Yeah.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be four.
Clipped way off the pads. What a shot for four.
Patel, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yes.
Great shot.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yes.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Yeah.
Big appeal.
Yep.
A couple on offer here. That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters. Ngidi from the south end.
Waiting.
Straight to the fielder.
Yeah.
Chance. Huge nick, but no one to catch it.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Wait on.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yes.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Yep.
It was slightly shorter, but it was seen early. Got onto the back foot quickly. Just pushed it away behind square.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. The Indians are 36 for 1.
Yep.
Edged. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yeah.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Wait.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Rickelton shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Yes.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Exquisitely down on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
Gone.
Yeah!
Excellent catch. Close to the bat.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Waiting.
Doesn't beat the infield.
A little late on that, no run scored.
The Indians seem happy to take 2 runs off that over. It's a 38 for 2. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Wait there.
They'll get at least 1.
Easy does it. First ball and get some runs. A little late on that. No runs scored.
Yeah.
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
Got their weight forward, their head was right, and punched nicely through the ball.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yes.
4 through the offside. Easy as you like.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point in chasing that.
Waiting.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Timing just a little early on that occasion.
Yep.
Nice shot.
It was full, and good night. Hit it well to pick up 4.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. 5 fielders now allowed outside the circle.
Some moves being made in the field, looking pretty balanced now between defensive and attacking.
Patel, the left-arm orthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yeah.
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Yep, yep.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Waiting.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yep.
Huge edge. End of the over. 5 runs coming from it. The Indians are 56 for 2. Drives and misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Wait there. Yep.
Good return, back from the deep. I like this field choice. A good move, I'd say.
Wait on. Yep. Wait. Yep. Ballers in.
The Indians weren't given much of an opportunity. A very tidy over.
Yep.
Big edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yeah.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
Gets onto the front foot, and that shot is full of aggression. Sent high and long over the rope. Just threw the shot too early.
Wait on.
A little late on that, no runs scored.
Yes.
It mightn't get to the boundary. Should at least get a couple.
Lovely shot. Rocked onto the back foot and pulled away just behind square leg.
Waiting.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on that shot.
9 runs added in that over. The Indians are 70 for 2. You've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Yep.
Oh my, that's racing away.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Beaten on the drive.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Keeper. Wait there.
End of the over. 12 runs coming from it. The Indians are 82 for 2.
Waiting. Yes, sir.
Brilliant shot that.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Yeah.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
Yeah.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong. And it's going to take something special to break it up.
Yes.
That's a really good half-century. Started well and has continued to up the scoring rate.
Yeah, yeah.
Massive edge. Over. The Indians are 90 for 2.
Wait.
Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
Thick edge. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Wait there.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot ball.
Yeah.
Right off the middle of the bat.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Yeah.
There'll be runs here.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running. No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
End of the over. 7 off it.
Yep, yep.
The Indians are 97 for 2.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Well placed, should get a single. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Yep.
Good return there, back from the deep. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yes.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Rickelton didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
Right on.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Straight to the fielder. Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive.
Waiting. Yeah. Bowler.
just about timed that perfectly.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. Quick onto that in the infield.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yep. Catch it.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Waiting.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
End of the over, 9 runs coming from it. The Indians are 119 for 2. Sharma, the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch. And as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Yes.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
A fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball and smashes that one away.
Rickelton has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Yep.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
That's the over. The Indians are 133 for 2.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Gone. It's a good catch.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
Wait.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Yes.
They'll get at least one.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Really good innings to bring up the half-century. Impressive batting, and they'll want to push on from here.
Yep.
couldn't get it through the field. 8 runs added in that over. The Indians are 141 for 3. Sharma from the north end.
Yep.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here. Good precision with the throw back from the deep. A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Yep.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Nicely played.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Yep.
Sharma ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Yep.
Good precision with that throw back from the deep.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
Yeah.
Big appeal.
Yep.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Right on.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yeah.
4 runs added in the over. The Indians are 154 for 3.
Yep.
Edge. Amazing delivery. A couple on offer here. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Wait.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Yep.
Keeper.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Drives and misses everything.
Bowling.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yes.
Pushed nicely into the covers. Might go all the way.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Good bowling. Kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score runs.
Yep.
Strays onto leg and glanced it sweetly. Might just get to the boundary rope.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
2 boundaries in a row. Time to just focus on line and length again.
Yep.
Beats the cover fielder. Nice shot.
That was clever. Just had to wait on it to make sure of it.
Patel, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yep.
Great shot.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yep.
Perfectly timed.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Playing all
bowling.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Yeah.
Good return, back from the deep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
End of the over. The Capitals are 7 for none. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Yep.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
You can't say how important that dive was. They scrambled the run, just about made it.
Misses everything.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Nice bowling.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot. Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though. I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Yeah.
Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. Will have to wait, though, to face their first ball. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that. Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Oh my, that's racing away.
Great shot. A little bit in the air, but one bounce and a 4. Maybe a little lucky not to find the fielder.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. Oh, that is a great catch.
That is a big wicket. You want to send key people back to the pavilion quickly. Excellent work.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Perfect technique and placement.
Too much room given. He came onto the bat really well, and a beautiful shot. That just raced away.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Misses out there on the short wide one.
End of the over, 8 runs coming from it. The Capitals are 18 for 2.
Yep. Keeper.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Great shorter ball. Well played, though. Didn't flinch. Was able to leave the ball comfortably. And that's the end of the short stuff for this over.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
There'll be runs here.
Keeper.
End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. The Capitals are 27 for 2.
A little late on that. No run scored.
Can't bowl there. Too full and helped on its way.
It was just a little bit too full and it was beautifully timed.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Nice bowling.
Wait there.
Yep. Go. Yep.
Now that was beautifully struck with a perfect straight bat.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Oh, nice bowling.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Well bowled.
8 runs added in that over. The Capitals are 35 for 2. The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Nice bowling.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now. Good return there, back from the deep. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Nicked it. They certainly don't feel like they've got anything on that, but almost every fielder is asking the question. And gone straight to the keeper.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you'd expect from someone of this skill level.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Patel will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
Bolt just needs to continue finding good spots now.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Good shot. It's found the gap.
It was timed well for 4. Gee, that was a good shot.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Needs to be on target.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two are quick enough to avoid the run-out in the end.
With the completion of that over, we see the fielding restrictions finish. And with that, 5 fielders can now be put outside the circle. Great shot. At least one on offer. A beauty. Brilliant catch.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It looked like it'd be moving to a big, big score, but it's not to be.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Turning down runs that are safe isn't intelligent play in my book. They should be rotating the strike.
They'll get at least one. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Yep. Bowler.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Bolt from the south end.
Yes.
Really good shot there.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Drives and misses everything.
Bolt with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Waiting. Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield. Needs a direct hit. Could that be out? Looks so.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into the fireworks as we would have hoped, but still, solid work.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Waiting. Yes.
There's a chance if this hits. Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on.
Yep.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
They managed to counter the spin well. Nice delivery, played away safely. Santner is keeping things tight.
Nice bowling.
Just threw the shot too early.
Edged. Big appeal. And straight into the safe hands of the keeper.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this skill level.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Yeah.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Yeah.
This could be trouble.
Nice running between the wickets. Clipping the pads, not the bat though.
4 runs added in the over. The Capitals are 61 for 6.
Yep. Keep his end.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
And they're away and nicely off the mark. Good return there, back from the deep. That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yep.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Confident appeal. Could it be?
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it through the field.
It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide.
Yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Misses everything.
Nice ball.
Beautiful slower delivery. Just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Yes. Keeper.
5 runs added in the over. The Capitals are 69 for 6. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Yes.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Waiting.
Straight to the fielder.
Wait there.
Good pickup. Big chance.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good, fast running between the stumps gets them home.
Beaten on the drive.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play. Just need to settle down. The timing's all off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Just got to keep a cool head.
Yeah.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Over. The Capitals are 72 for 6. The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end.
Wait.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Yes.
A direct hit, and this could be gone.
Nice running between the wickets. Clipping the pads, not the bat though. Just threw the shot too early.
Catch. Yep.
Caught. One of the easiest catches you'll see.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on, as they bring a bit of energy to the crease. Gone, another one goes. 2 wickets in 2 balls, and they're on a roll now.
Another one, 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Yep.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
End of the over, 3 off it. The Capitals are 75 for 8. Santner, the left armour, is coming on to bowl from the south end. No shot offered.
Yeah.
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. Not the ideal way of handling that ball. Massive chance. Gone. Brilliant in the field.
Another one goes off to the sheds. That's 9 down. Some good bowling finding this tail out. And it certainly feels like this is close to the finish. Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning. Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Lovely bowling.
Nice ball.
Now this was a super delivery. Just took some pace off. It really threw the batter. And it's just missed the stumps on the way through.
Tried to get the drive away, but timed it poorly and lucky to survive.
Yeah.
Well placed. Should get a single. Terrible mix-up. Simple run out there.
That's it. They're all out. Amazing bowling display. I feel victory was only a matter of time.